Hello, Daniil. Welcome back to Paris. Were you able to celebrate after the big win in Rome, and how confident do you feel before Roland Garros?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not going to tell exactly which days I had, but I had a quite busy day. So honestly, I didn't have time to celebrate at all. Like when I say celebrate, like to go party or something. But of course, together with my family, with my team, we're just really happy. So in a way, this happiness is a celebration. And of course, I'm going to try to bring this confidence here. But that's why tennis is sometimes good and sometimes bad, that you won the tournament, but there is a new one coming. So you have to kind of forget and just try to get the confidence. The good thing about this, sometimes you can lose first round, but you know that next week you can be the winner.
Hi, Daniil. So as somebody who has now won a title on a clay court, do you feel perhaps
it
for
still feels amazing.
It feels amazing, does it? Well, congratulations. Do you feel going into Roland Garros now, perhaps for the first time in your life, that you can actually win this title?
I don't know, because I also don't want to put too much pressure on myself in a way. But what happened in Rome was amazing, especially beating a lot of good players, you know, Zverev, Tsitsipas, Rune, Zapata Miralles, Rusuvori, who went 3 sets with Alcaraz in Madrid, and that's amazing feeling. And I'm for sure maybe have more expectation than I usually had in Roland Garros. But I know that it's also tricky, and you have to kind of, you know, again, use this confidence, but not get cocky, if we can say, because that's where the danger is. Sometimes you think, oh, well, I played so well, now it's going to be easy, and then the first round you have problems, and you can get angry and maybe lose the match. So I have been in this situation many times, and I just want to try to play good tennis here in Roland Garros.
Hi, Daniil. You were very specific in Rome that when you got there, you felt you were playing well immediately, and you told us, and you did. You won the tournament. How do you feel now compared to then? And typically,
amazing.
Typically, do you tend to know quite quickly whether you're in form, or can it change a lot throughout a tournament?
I think it can change a lot. First of all, and many times even, I mean, tennis is such a mental sport sometimes that you talk to your friends on tour, and many times you start to have kind of, let's call it superstitions, that sometimes the better you play before the tournament, the worse it's going to be. And sometimes the worse you play before the tournament, it happened to me also, where you can even break a racket on practice or something, but like get completely crazy and you cannot put one ball in the court, and then you win it. And then a friend after the tournament comes to you and says, well, crying again and and winning. So I had 2 practices here. I felt good, both of them on central court. I felt good. Played kind of like in Rome. It's a little bit different here. The balls are much heavier, so I'm sure it's going to be much more rallies than previous years. They felt really heavy for whatever reason. And I felt good. Maybe not as amazing as in Rome, but again, it really doesn't matter that much. And the most important is when the tournament starts.
Yeah, Daniil, over the years, you have said that you felt that of the clay courts, you've actually preferred the ones here because you felt they're a little bit quicker. Is it the balls that are a little bit different this year, or is it the surface also that maybe feel different?
Yeah, I cannot say 100% if it's the balls, the surface, maybe that it's a little bit wetter, but from what I heard from all the players, everybody agrees that it's, let's call it, slower this year, and the balls get big. It's the only bad thing about this, it's because it's very tough for the shoulder and elbow, and a lot of players suffered with this after Australia, from what I heard, and it was the same. So that's the only kind of bad thing, because then in tennis, well, you have to adapt. So that's the thing. But for me, 2 practices I've had felt much slower than years before, previous years. But in Rome was not that fast, and I liked it, so I'm looking forward to Roland Garros.
Daniil, a few weeks back you had the baptism for your lovely daughter, and I wonder, how did the conversation with Andre go about dress code? Do you think he could have done a little better?
I don't remember what he wore, but
T-shirt.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good
yeah.
enough, yeah.
Yeah, I think he could have done better, but you know, it's very funny because in tennis you don't have many opportunities to gather for something important like a birthday or baptism together with your tennis friends, because someone is going to be in Australia, someone is going to be back in Europe practicing for the next tournament, and that was a perfect moment because it was before the tournament. It was a couple of days before, so everyone could come, and everyone was stressed for different reasons. Someone didn't dress well, someone forgot the flowers or something. So it was a lot of fun, and he did great. Let's say it this way. He was very stressed. He did great. So let's not care about the dress code.
Hi, Daniil. I just wondered, does the locker room, the players' area, does it feel different this year without Rafael Nadal in it?
I think the tournament feels different because if you talk about locker, well, locker is full before the first round. Everyone is preparing. So in this way, I kind of feel like, and everyone says that tennis has a short memory because you focus so much on yourself and on your tournament that you honestly don't care who is there in the locker room or not. Right now, everyone is crazy about their first rounds. When are we playing, against who, what time? So, but the tournament is for sure going to feel different. You know, every 2 days before you could watch Rafa play on TV because they would show him for sure. He would play on center court, and this year it's not going to be the same. Without him might be a new winner, who knows? With him it was a little or a lot less chances for this. So it's definitely different. But again, some things like locker room or something like this, people are so focused on themselves that I don't think many people feel the difference.
Hey, Daniil. How much do you think your success on clay this year is mental, and how much do you think it is physical changes you made in game, whether it's this practicing the sliding or anything like that, or was it just sort of accepting, okay, this is different, I'm going to try this, I'm going to be more open to it?
I don't have an answer because I don't know. I would love to say 100% mental, I changed everything, but that's not the case. You know, if I would feel on clay like the previous years, you would probably get like the lines for tennis TV or whatever for many more years to come. I think the fact that I started the year so well without talking about Australia helped me to just be confident in myself and kind of say, okay, I don't like clay, but let's try to do something big. And again, in Monte Carlo, quarters, beating Sasha, amazing match. A little bit tired with Holger, and also he's an amazing player. So I was like, okay, no, that's a good start. Same in Madrid, good match against Vavarsori, against Shevchenko. He played unreal against me. I managed to beat him. And Aslan played the way he played. I think he would beat me in Rome. So I was like, okay, let's go to Rome. Let's try to continue this way. And I managed to just somehow play my best level on clay so far. I wonder if it's the strings. I talk about it a lot, and I do it not because to promote it, but I really think that it could help me on clay. I said it before on hard courts that it could help me on clay, and maybe it did. But if not, I'm just happy and not overthinking too much. Just want to try to continue this way.